There's a silent weight that many men carry in our society, an unseen burden that affects their lives, their health and well-being, and something we need to talk about more. It's not about what they say or do, but the weight of what they endure, the hard work they put in daily, both physically and emotionally, that often goes unnoticed and unappreciated. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more insightful discussions like this one. The focus today is on the weight many men carry, which might not be visible at first glance, but has a significant impact on their lives. Let's begin with a stark reality. Men dominate the most physically demanding jobs. According to data from the International Labor Organization and the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, men make up over 90% of the workforce in industries like construction, mining, firefighting, and sanitation. Their days involve heavy lifting, operating dangerous machinery, working in isolation or extreme conditions, and facing a higher risk of injury, illness, and even death. Yet, how often do we acknowledge or appreciate the toll this takes on their bodies and minds? How often do we talk about the emotional weight of knowing that each day could be the last? These jobs are not just about physical strength. They demand a lot from the mind too. The constant threat of danger, the pressure of meeting deadlines, the solitude, or the physical exhaustion can all take a heavy toll on mental health. But men are often not given the space or encouraged to talk about these struggles. They're expected to just deal with it, to push through without complaint, to maintain an image of being strong and stoic. And this is just one side of the coin. There are many other professions where men might not be physically breaking a sweat, but are dealing with a different kind of strain. Those working in high-pressure corporate environments, for example, face intense competition, long hours, and the constant stress of making decisions that affect many. A 2022 study by the American Institute of Stress found that nearly 2/3 of American workers reported that their job was very stressful, and 35% said that their stress had increased within the previous year. Regardless of the industry, men are often held to the same standard of being strong and unflappable. They're expected to perform without showing weakness, to solve problems without asking for help. And when they don't meet these often unrealistic expectations, they might be seen as failing at being a man. But the truth is, men are not robots. They're human beings. They feel pain, fear, and sadness just like anyone else. And when they try to express these emotions, they might be met with ridicule or told to just get over it. This pressure to keep everything together can lead to a lot of unhealthy coping mechanisms. Some might turn to alcohol or other substances to numb the pain. Others might withdraw socially or become overly aggressive. And tragically, many might take their own lives. Suicide rates among men have been consistently higher than among women. In the United States, for instance, men account for around 76% of suicides, according to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. The weight that many men carry is not just physical or financial. It's emotional, psychological, and often invisible. It's in the calloused hands of the construction worker, the weary eyes of the miner, the haunted smile of the veteran. It's in the quiet strength of the father who puts his children to bed each night, not knowing if he'll be home the next. It's in the shoulders slumped over a desk, the man trying to climb the corporate ladder, the dreams tucked away, the sacrifices made. The question is, why? Why do we put men through this? Why do we expect them to carry so much weight in silence? One reason might be societal norms and gender roles. For centuries, men have been expected to be the strong, silent type, the provider, the protector. This traditional image of masculinity often leaves little room for vulnerability or seeking help. It's like telling someone to stay strong while they're already exhausted. It sends a harmful message that seeking help is a sign of weakness rather than an act of strength. Another reason is the lack of support systems. Men might feel reluctant to open up to friends, family, or colleagues, fearing that it will be seen as a sign of weakness or might not be taken seriously. This lack of support can make the weight seem heavier, the struggle more isolating, but it doesn't have to be this way. We can all play a part in helping men carry their burdens a little lighter. Employers can create supportive, safe work environments where physical and mental health are prioritized. Communities can organize events and programs that promote emotional well-being and provide platforms for men to share their experiences. Friends and family can listen without judgment, offer a helping hand without being asked. Now, this isn't to say that women don't face their own set of challenges and pressures. They absolutely do. But it is to say that men face unique ones too, and that these are equally valid and important. It's not about pitting one gender's struggles against the other, but recognizing that both men and women carry heavy burdens and deserve support and understanding. Think of it this way, we might not always see the weight that someone else is carrying. But just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Just because we don't hear someone complaining doesn't mean they're not hurting. Some might ask, what does any of this have to do with me? Well, quite a lot, actually. Every one of us is connected to this issue in one way or another. Whether we're directly involved or not, whether we realize it or not, we all benefit from a society that values and cares for the well-being of its members. Consider the men in your life, your father, partner, son, friend. How would you like them to be treated? With respect, dignity, and care. The same goes for every other man out there. Now imagine if we could build a society where men feel comfortable expressing their emotions, where they know that it's okay to not be okay, where they feel supported in managing their physical and mental health. What kind of ripple effect do you think that would have? Happier, healthier men often lead to happier, healthier families and communities. It's not about ignoring the struggles of others, but making room for understanding and empathy. It's about acknowledging that everyone, regardless of gender, has their own battles to fight, their own demons to conquer. So what can you do today? Start by listening without judgment. Ask questions, be genuinely interested in understanding. Educate yourself about men's health issues and resources available. Encourage open conversations. Be a friend that says, I'm here for you no matter what. Be an employer that prioritizes well-being, a community member that looks out for one another. Every small act of kindness, every bit of understanding, every supportive word can make a world of difference to someone carrying a heavy load. If this conversation has resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. Share it with someone who might find it helpful and subscribe for more thought-provoking discussions. Your engagement helps us continue creating content that matters. Thanks for watching. Until next time, remember, strength isn't the absence of struggle, but the ability to rise and keep going despite it. Stay strong, stay kind, and stay curious.